Hey, what is going on, Capricorns? Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Wild Reflections Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Capricorns? What do we have for Capricorn's universe? All right, Capricorns. So the first thing I see is I feel like this energy around you. This is someone you already know. This is someone I feel like you have a connection with. Now, I do feel like things have been strained, very strained lately. We have the Tower card, so I feel like there's some chaotic energy between you and this person. You know, feeling some growing distance. You know, that hot and cold energy. I feel like it's been more cold than hot lately. You know, I feel like with this person, there's this incredibly strong bond that you have with this person. Incredibly strong. But I feel like it's almost like things aren't going. I mean, we have the Two of Cups, so that's that lifelong bond that you have with this person. I feel like you have a strong spiritual bond with this person. But I feel like this chaotic energy, you know, I get the sense you're both fighting for this, and neither one of you are really walking away. But therein lies the problem. You're both fighting for this on your own terms. It's almost like I just get that image of, like, you know, when your boat's sinking and you take that pail and you start trying to bail out water. Well, it's almost like the other person is bailing the water, you know, throwing the water back in, so you're not getting anywhere. You know, I feel like you're both fighting for this, but you're not fighting together for this. Like, you're both fighting for the same thing, but you're just not doing it together. I mean, it's almost like on either side, you're both trying to take control and fix the situation. You both know there's a problem, and you're both trying to fix it, but it's like you're not telling each other about it. Or it's not like you're not including each other in it. You know, I feel like there is some trust issues. You know, I'm getting the sense that it's almost like, you know, when you've been alone so long, you get used to dealing with things. You know, anything thrown your way, you're used to dealing with it. And now that you're with someone and now that you have something, you're still acting in that sense. Whether it be you or whether it be them, or maybe it's a bit of both. I just feel like it's like you don't trust each other enough to let each other, to communicate with each other, to let each other in. So you're both fighting for the same thing, really just have no idea that that's happening, not seeing what's right in front of you. I mean, I feel like this is going to catch you a little bit off guard. I feel like it's going to catch you completely off guard. To be quite honest with you, I feel like it's going to surprise you to know that this person they're fighting for it. But because you're not fighting together, it feels like you're fighting each other. It's so complicated. Like, I'm just seeing two people that want this, two people fighting for it without the other person's knowledge. That hot and cold energy, that chaotic energy. It's two people secretly trying to fix something without acknowledging the real problem. Now, what I see moving forward is this won't be the end of you. This is the end of that old connection, but it's the rebirth of a new connection. I see this as the end of one thing, but the beginning of something new. And this new connection, I mean, I feel like it starts with communication and being honest with each other. That Eight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. I feel like we need to be honest with each other. I mean, I feel like you're both already doing the work. You're both showing up, you're both putting in the work, and we also have the Seven of Pentacles as well. I feel like you're both on the same page. I just feel like that communication is what's really going to, put this over the edge. Put it over the top, I guess is be better terminology than over the edge. Letting go it no longer does you any good. In a nutshell, I know this got a little complicated. I know it's a little bit confusing. Trust me, it doesn't always come out smooth. But in a nutshell, what I see, how to put this? What I see is two people that really want this, but they're so used to being, it's almost like two lone wolves coming together. They've always been kind of their own leader. They've never really been a follower. It's like these two strong people coming together and learning how to be stronger together. Learning how to trust the other one, letting the other one in, working together. And I feel like that communication is going to be it's going to be the difference here, the huge difference. I feel like working together is going to open up so many new opportunities. And the reason why it's opening up opportunities is because when you're not putting so much focus on something that you really don't need to focus on, you can put that focus somewhere else. I see new opportunities. I see, that Wheel of Fortune. I see good things coming. But I feel like we have to acknowledge that we're on the same page. We have to acknowledge that we're both here working on it. It's like two single people trying to make a relationship work, and that doesn't work. You gotta, if you're in it, you're in it. Two people coming together but still acting like they're by themselves. You're not by yourself anymore. You're not alone here. And the sooner we acknowledge that, the sooner we can move forward. And I feel like that's exactly what it's going to take. I mean, like I said, that that Eight of Wands, that open communication, the Queen of Swords, being very blunt and honest. That honest, open communication and opening up, breaking down those walls. You know, it just, I keep getting this image of like, you have these two people and they both have their walls built up. So there's like two walls between you, essentially. And there's one trying to figure out the problem, one trying to figure out the problem. Two heads are better than one. You know, this is not the end. It's only the beginning. And like I said, I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune, good fortune. I mean, with Six of Wands is victory. You both know what you want here. But it's time to let each other know that. You know, you both individually know what you want. But I feel like you know, the best way I can describe this is if you're working at you and your friend, or you and another person start a business, and it's just you two working there. And, you know, you have a great idea, and the other person has a great idea. You're not making any money. So you have a great idea to make money, but you're not really sure how to put it in place. And the other person has a great idea, but they're not really sure how to put it in place. But both of you have these great ideas, but you're not telling each other about it so that you can like brainstorm and like get shit done. You know, you're both trying to fix the company without telling the other one. And I feel like with this connection, I see if, you know, that open communication and being honest with each other, I feel like there's nothing you can't solve. There's no problem that's going to stop this, you know. And like I said, it may catch you off guard, the fact that this person feels this way about you, because I get the sense that you're not really sure where this person stands, especially by the way things have been going. But I feel like it's going to catch you off guard. The person, they do feel the same way as you. They want the same thing. They want to move forward. Like I said, it's like you're having a you know, two people running a company and neither one of them talk to each other. You know, you got to put your heads together. You started together for a reason. You know, maybe you owned a company and maybe they owned a company. So you've kind of done it, you know, you ran a company by yourself and they've ran a company by themselves. So they're not really, they still, you know, you're still running your own individual companies, but you're working together. Like, you're not working together, but you have a company together now. You've merged your companies, and now these companies need to be working a little bit smoothly. I know this is so all over the place, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm just feeling like these two people that really care about each other, that really want to be with each other, but it's like having troubles giving control over. Like you feel like you're giving up control. You're not. You're sharing control. And I feel like you both have great ideas. We just have to have a company meeting here and throw it all on the table. And I feel like when we do that, I mean, the sky's the limit for this connection. You know, we got two hermits and we need to talk. I mean, I'm calling an emergency company meeting here. With this person, we got Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. We have some Aquarius and Libra. We got some Cancer. Scorpio and Pisces. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of air, maybe some Aries, or a little bit of fire, maybe some Aries. Yeah, that kind of melted my brain a bit. Usually doing readings is kind of like just like it's said. I mean, it's like I'm seeing something. I'm putting it together, and I'm reading a message. But for some reason, this message was written in like Hebrew or something, because I was just getting lost in translation. I knew what I wanted to say. I said it the way I wanted to say it, but it was a bit complicated. And it doesn't have to be. And I feel like that's just kind of like that just shows the complication in this connection. You have two people that really care about each other, really want to be with each other. We're having a hard time giving up the reins. But you don't have to. There's two reins. We share it. You know what I mean? And that's the only way it's going to be successful. Not to say that a relationship is like a business, but that was the best metaphor I could come up with. I just felt like it's like these two people in business together, and they're just working separately, trying to make it work. When we're, working together, you get twice as far. But I do feel like it's going to catch you off guard, the fact that this person cares as much as they do. I feel like that may not be evident, but it will be. It's I was thinking, a buddy of mine, him and his girlfriend, they are the most uncoupled couple I've ever known. And I know that's a big statement because I know a lot of couples, but he does his own thing, she does her own thing. He works nights, she works days. I think they cross over maybe an hour a day where they actually see each other. And not much time to do anything in that time. But even on their days off, they're doing different things, and I don't know when they ever spend time with each other, but it seems to work for them. But it's like, that's probably a better metaphor, is, to add on to that metaphor of the partnership, having a business together. You and this person have a business together, but you're working nights and they're working days, which would be more beneficial for the two of you to work days. That makes more sense? Because I feel like working together, you get a lot more shit done than working individually. And I feel like that's what I got here. I mean, I feel like two people want to make this work. They just have their own ideas how to do that, and they're kind of implementing on their own, not letting the other person in on it. You got two people trying to fix the same problem where two heads are better than one. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.